Guys, I'm excited tonight because I thought that was a great team win, and reason being is we fought through a lot of adversity. When you look at the fact that we were without our leading scorer and rebounder, and throughout the game we had so many different obstacles that we had to overcome. Markel had back spasms at halftime. I didn't even know if he was going to be able to play the second half, and then of course Braxton Beverly may be the most beat up guy in the country, but he always responds. But I thought we did a tremendous job. Did not like the way we defended the three-point line in the first half. They were 5 for 7. We knew coming into the game they're an elite three-point shooting team. They averaged 10 a game, made 16 against Syracuse. And I thought we came on the second half and we did a great job with that. DJ Funderburg was tremendous in his activity. He was flying all over the place, kept a lot of balls live, and very proud of Markel. He's taken a lot of criticism within the last 3 or 4 days, and for him to come back and play and have tie his career high, and most importantly, make some free throws down the stretch. That makes me happy as a coach. So proud of it. Notre-Dame's a good program. Mike does a tremendous job there. He's built something great. I thought we did a great job on Mooney until I looked at the stat sheet and he was 14 points and 14 rebounds. So I got to do better in that area. But excited for our guys. It's a program. It's a program win. In my 3 years, every year I can point to a couple games that are program wins. This was one for us because of the adversity, and we showed a lot of fight. Yeah.
Will you indulge us with some of the contents of your pep talk to Markel?
We sit down on the plane when we got back, and he and I sit on the tarmac, just he and I, for about 20 minutes, and he's a young man, man. We forget about that, and it's we live in the world of social media, and so as the coach at NC State, I don't get too high when somebody says something great about me, or I don't get too low. I stay even. It doesn't matter to me what people say about me on social media, but these are kids, and so they read stuff, and the thing that bothers me sometimes is that sometimes it's your own folks that are saying negative things about your players. I know other coaches in our program have said some things about that, and that bothers me because, look, we're all in this together. We're going to fight together. That's what NC State's about. But to his credit, he bounced back. He was going through some things. He was on a roller coaster ride. I told him that he's our point guard and he has to deliver. To his credit, he had 2 great days of practice. Later on today, before we got over here, there's a little video that Inky Johnson put out, and I sent the entire group the video, and the video was about staying together. You can't do anything without, no matter what walk of life you're in, whether it's business, whether it's parenting if you have to, or in sports, you have to do it together. And it was inspiration to me. It was on my heart, and I sent it to it. And I talked to him right off the shoot around, Joe, and I just said, man, you got to be the player that you can be. And I just want him to build on it. There's going to be ups and downs with him, but at the end of the day, he's done a lot of things for NC State. I'm proud that he's here, and hopefully he can continue to build on it.
Obviously, you never want a player like CJ to go down, but how much have you seen DJ and Mandy kind of grow out there on the court together? Obviously, you mentioned a little bit about DJ's performance tonight, but the two of them really seem like they're getting comfortable out there on the court together as well.
Yeah, they're playing great together because DJ is starting to learn the floor a little bit. Early on he struggled. He struggled with any time we would switch a screen. He still has a mentality running to the paint, so he wasn't guarding the three-point line. But those guys are long, they're athletic, they do a tremendous job, and they block shots. And DJ was great. I mean, he did a good job of keeping a lot of possessions live for us, and more importantly, I think he made 4 free throws down the stretch. I think that was good. Maybe it was 2. I don't know.
Coach, you talk about the defensive adjustments that you guys made, because first he gave up a bunch of threes in the first half. First 5 minutes of the second half, I think he gave up 5 layups, and then all of a sudden nothing for the last 10 minutes. What changed defense?
Well, we wanted to we didn't anticipate that the Hubs was going to go off that much, and he did a great job. So we made an adjustment, and we took Braxton Beverly off of him. We put Devin Daniels, who probably not going to get a lot of credit about the win because he didn't score a lot, but he did a tremendous job in that area. with those guys, man, they're so good because they pick you apart. This is one of, if not the best passing team in the country that we played against, and they pick you apart. If you take away the three, they hit the guy on the inside. But I thought our guys did a great job. Probably we may be the only team this year who's turned them over 14 times and only had 11 assists. I thought our pressure was very effective in the second half. I think they got a little tight once the score got tight. I knew once we got the lead, we could put some game pressure on it, and I thought it worked for us.
In a perfect world, you would have probably pressed the heck out of a team that only plays 6 players, but you guys still had the energy down the stretch with your limited bench. You know, what did it say about the energy factor and from the crowd?
Yeah, in a perfect world, I would have 10, 11 guys that can go. We're different. We've had to adjust. I've had to adjust as a coach because, as you guys know me, we press all the time. So we've kind of pulled our press back a little bit just to save some guys. But we're more aggressive, half court, trying to deny and get in the passing lanes. But they're good, man. I mean, they know how to play. They're smart. They can play with 6 or 7 guys because they don't play the style we play, and they rarely foul you. We didn't have a free throw in the first half, and then in the second half we drove the ball and they were able to get to the free throw line 17 times.
Bray, after the game, talked about Funderburk, and there was a sequence there with the 2 rebounds and then the 3 with Braxton Beverly. I think he said something to the effect of the basketball guys. That's what he knew. The basketball guys were not going to be kind to him. So one of those relatable coach moments that you've experienced where there's just that sequence in the game where you think it's going to go one way or the other?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry I didn't feel the way he did. It was a tight game, and DJ made great plays. I mean, it was a back and forth game. What I wanted to do at the end was I wanted to make sure we guarded the 3-point line. And we still gave up a shot. They just missed it, and we rebounded the basketball.
You mentioned down in Clemson that when State got it at one point, you weren't happy with the shot selection. You were able to climb the mountain this evening. You must be excited about that.
Yeah, how about this? We tied the game up, and Markell Johnson takes a step back 3. He did a great job. He did a great job listening, though.
At least it wasn't 3.
Yeah, but he did a great job.
Too.
Yeah. No, and I looked at him. I was like, "You really gonna take that?" After we talked about that, and he said, "My fault." It did. Obviously, he made some plays. I mean, I thought he was great getting in the paint. You know, he found guys inside. What did he have? 7 and 2, 27 points. Made his free throw, and he was 4 for 9. I mean, he did. That was a Markell Johnson that we've seen in the past, and I'll let him take that step back 3 every now and then.
Coach, knowing Manny's journey, what's it like to see him break a freshman record just 15 games into his first season?
Man, you're trying to make me be emotional. That kid, man, he's what everybody should be. You know, here's a guy who didn't play 2 years of basketball as a senior in high school and as a freshman last year, and just to see him come back and play the way he's played. I mean, I never would have anticipated. I knew recruiting him out of high school, he was probably one of the best shot blockers I've ever seen. But with his shoulder injuries, I didn't think he would be that aggressive. I thought it would take some time. And as a matter of fact, the first time I let him practice, I said, "Now don't try to block shots." I said, "I just want you to wall up," because I was nervous. I didn't want him to dislocate his shoulder. And the first practice, he probably blocked 8 shots. And I'm like, man, you got to be careful. But I'm excited. I love that kid. He does a tremendous job for us. He does everything right.
You mentioned when we saw you, I think it was June, that if you're going to be good this year, that DJ had to take a step up. It's January 8th. You finally got Markell and DJ going in the same game. Do you feel like this is something you probably thought of in the summer going into the season?
Yeah.
This is what we could look like?
Yeah, a lot of people, Joe, are proud in Cleveland tonight with the 2 Cleveland boys playing well together. No, DJ, I've been asking, I've actually told my staff, and I think he had a game a couple games ago where he played well, but he was the only guy on our roster that I feel like hadn't had a breakout game, like one of those big games where we could say he made a difference, and he was a huge difference in this game. But if those 2 guys playing well together, Markell finds him, it was good. It was exciting basketball to watch when DJ Funderburk was flying around. You know, he's already 6'10", and he was very active and did a tremendous job. Didn't force anything in the middle of the zone, made the right play. I've been on him, Joe. He's got 4 assists and 16, coming into this game, he got 4 assists and 16 turnovers. And I was like, how can you be a 4-man with 4 assists and 16 turnovers? So what did he have tonight?
1 assist.
Oh, shit, he improved.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Just drop the mic.